Welcome to Core Insight Channel, the health and self-improvement channel that improves your life. The material in this video is sourced from the book, Obesity Code, by Dr. Jason Fung. One of the best books ever written on the subject of health. In this video, you will find that calorie intake is your body's source of energy and metabolic fuel. Lowering your calorie intake will mess with your body system. How can that be, and how should it be? Watch this video until the end if you are curious. Let's get started. Calorie intake and energy expenditure are, in principle, directly proportional. Ideally, the more calories you eat, the more energy you expend, and the fewer calories you take in, the less energy you expend. Imagine if you are used to eating 3 times a day with a particular portion of food. From this diet, energy is formed that you use to support your entire daily activity routine. All went normally, then suddenly, you only eat 2 times a day, and your portions are drastically reduced while you continue to carry out your usual activity routine. What will happen? Of course, you will be weak, quickly tired, and less passionate. By drastically reducing the portion of food you eat, your body, through specific mechanisms, will reduce overall energy expenditure. Now let's get into the weight loss problem concerning calorie intake. I will refer to research conducted in 1919 at the Carnegie Institute in Washington, D.C. The researchers wanted to know what effect the participants' bodies would have if they reduced their calorie intake in their diet. Participants underwent a stricter diet than usual by reducing their calorie intake by 30% so that their daily calorie intake was between 1,400 to 2,100 calories. It turned out that a reduced calorie intake in their new diet did not result in significant weight loss. What actually decreased was the energy expenditure by 30%, down from 3,000 to 1,960 calories a day. On a percentage basis, this decrease was proportional to their reduced calorie intake. From this research, we can also conclude that reducing calorie intake means cutting the body's metabolic rate, which impacts reducing the energy expended by the body. This mechanism risks the emergence of adverse effects on other body functions. The body system is not working as it should. That is evidenced by Ansel Keys, a doctor who lives in Minnesota. In 1945, he conducted research inspired by the acute famine problem that occurred in the post-war years, which at the time attracted the attention of governments and scientists. Keys wanted to know whether drastically reducing calorie intake would make his participants lose weight. Keys' initial assumption was yes, reducing calorie intake results in weight loss. It turned out that the result of his research showed things different from the initial assumption. Instead of losing weight, the participants experienced constant complaints such as cold, slowed heart rate, difficulty concentrating, and being easily lethargic. Their drastically reduced calorie intake caused these complaints. As I mentioned earlier, reducing calories cuts the metabolic rate, and then when the body is deprived of calories, other body functions will be messed up. Metabolic rate regulates heat, heart rate, and brain performance, so if this is not normal, then complaints will arise. The conclusion is that reducing calorie intake is not the right solution for losing weight. The main suspect in the problem of obesity is not calorie intake. Calorie intake is not as bad as you think. So who is to blame for obesity? You will get the answer in the next minute. Now you know that calorie intake is your body's source of energy and metabolic fuel. Lowering your calorie intake will mess with your body system. You also have to pay attention to calorie output. I think you also need to know that reducing calorie intake is not an effective way to obesity. How could that be? So please click on this video card. If you want to see a more complete summary of the Obesity Codebook, please click on this video card. In this video, I break it down into 10 core insights that cover new facts you never thought about the causes of obesity. By knowing these facts, we can be proactive in maintaining our health and avoid obesity. Please click the like and subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll be notified when we release future videos. Thanks for watching.